I just put a haichu in my mouth. I didn't plan that very well. Oh, shh. What's up? I have candy in my mouth, so I apologize. Happy Mindset Monday. Sorry, I have the chat on a delay. So it takes a minute for it to come through before I can see it. So we got, and I'm sorry, I just put a piece of candy in my mouth, and now I'm going to be making candy noises. So I apologize. Leanne, Slava, Mary, Daisy, Tommy. Hey, Tommy, how's it going? I had a feeling you'd be here. I tried to be early. I was like, maybe I'll be early enough for Tommy to be here. Brendan, hello. Reba, Tiffany, hi. Dina, hi. Thanks, guys. It's a little, wait, which way is better? A little Halloween. Getting in the spirit. Sorry, I don't know why. I just put this piece of candy in my mouth right before I came on. I'll remember not to do that next time. Bass Jazz TV, hello. Welcome. Says literally a fan and a mega manifester. Congratulations. That's awesome. Love that you categorize yourself that way so that you can continue to reap the benefits that a mega manifester would. Anna, hello. 360 fam, hello. Sarah. I ain't finna read that. That's a funny name. Hello. Oh my God. This candy. It's a chew candy, so it's like I'm having to treat it like a Jolly Rancher. So I'm just sucking the life away from it because if I start to chew it, then it gets stuck in my teeth and then I can't talk. And then I'm making even worse sounds than the ones of just me salivating into the mic. So I apologize. So what's new with you guys? What's up? Happy Monday. What have we manifested? What's the good news? And while you're here, if you don't mind, give us a like and subscribe. I mean, yeah, why not? Subscribe. I meant to say just give the thing a like, but I'm so programmed to say the same thing over and over. Black Goddess, hello. Michelle, hello. Nay, hello. How are we doing after the money course? We had a money course last week, or the money master training was last week. Patrice, hello. We have the money. Nay says you manifested pink hair. Yes, I want to see. Masquerades revealed. Hello. Sylvia, hello. Jinx, hello. More 360 fam in the house. Georgia, hello. Leanne. Okay, Leanne says funny stuff about the money course. I want to hear. Oh yeah, so we did money last week. Where's the thingy? Oh yeah. And tomorrow is the love and specific person channeling and Q&A session. I was thinking about, that last time we gave a coupon for that for 25 or no, for half off during the live. I was thinking about maybe giving a coupon today for like 25% off. But we never made the coupon. So it'd have to be up to Leanne if she wanted to like create a coupon while we're sitting here. And then we have a coupon if you guys want to get 25% off for the 11 specific person channeling session that we're doing tomorrow. Channeling and Q&A. Reem, hello. Monique, hi. No, you're right on time. Tammy, hello. Australia, excuse me, hello. Sorry, I put a freaking piece of candy in my mouth right before I went live, like a real smart person. And now I'm just trying to wait for it to dissolve in my mouth. Oh my gosh. Days, hello. Bagel Girl, hello. Welcome. Tommy says, I manifested a ring of high sentimental value to reappear in my world. Ooh, a month after its disappearance. I found it this morning in the washing machine. Hadn't thought about it for a fortnight. Sounds funny to hear me say it like that, huh? That's awesome. Congrats. I had a kind of a weird Oh, Anna says, I love that there's an eclipse happening tomorrow and the Q&A. Well, Leanne picked the date. Leanne follows that stuff more than I do, I'll be honest. And so Leanne lets us know when the important dates are. And so we can put our live sessions when we can on dates like that are, if you follow, you have some galactic help along the way. Oh my God. Leanne, is there a code? Patrice said Leanne is an icon, period. I agree. Ooh, Monique says, my relationship with money is already improving. Manifested $60, found 10 on the ground. Haven't found that much at once since I was a kid. Mom gave me 50 to enjoy just because. Dang! That's awesome. I got to take a screenshot. That is amazing. Patrice, you could take that screenshot too, if you want. Big overall says, I hate daylight saving time. I'm not a big fan of it either. Okay. Code is love. Okay, I'm going to put this in the little chatty thing. Okay, so do I do this here? Yep, I do it here. Sorry about all the tippity taps. Okay. Get this candy unstuck to my mouth. Tastes divine, but quite impractical. So we have just made a coupon code for the Love and Specific Person channeling and Q&A session happening tomorrow. You can still jump on, and now you can get 25% off only during this live. So this coupon will only be valid during this live stream. Once we're offline, it's not going to be good anymore. So the code is LOVE, and you'll get 25% off of tomorrow's Love and Specific Person channeling and Q&A session, where I will be using tools like tarot, astrology, and numerology, plus my own intuitive channel and my expertise as a manifestation coach to help give you the most divine and custom tailored advice for your love and specific person questions and issues. So it's all about relationships. It's all about love. And that is tomorrow. So 25% off right now if you want to grab it. RoxyTalks.com/live programs. Oh my gosh. This candy. It's so good. Rebecca, hello. Synergy fam in the house. Hello. Shantae, you stay. Hello. Mimi, hello. Monique says, I've been journaling almost daily, working on my relationship with money and other relationships. Very helpful and therapeutic. Yay. And it's obviously working. Like, that's amazing and proud of you. And so glad that it's like working for you. Oh, Days. Thank you so much, Days. I appreciate you for the super chat. Days says, I missed mindset last week because it was my birthday. Oh, happy birthday. I wanted to say how much I appreciate you and your work. Oh, thank you. You've changed my life for the better, and I'm ready to go into my 20s as a powerful manifester. That is so sweet. I appreciate you. And, like I always like to say is you changed your life. I didn't do that. You did that. So you deserve that praise and that recognition. So I hope you take a moment right now or I intend you to take this moment right now and give yourself, just as much love as you just showed me. So thank you so much. I very much appreciate that. And just know, like, if you're doing this that young in your life and you've cracked this code, you could do anything in life. The world is literally your oyster. You could literally do anything. The world's at your fingertips. So don't limit yourself. Just keep going. And here I go with this freaking candy again. Now, you said money and I have been getting along a lot better. Yes, that's what we're talking about. Oh my gosh, why am I so good at talking today? I need this. Emily, hello. Mama, hello. Okay, I apologize. I have this piece of candy that I put in. I know I keep talking about it. Put in my mouth right before we went live, and I'm just trying to let it dissolve. Dissolve because it's hard to talk, and I keep making all these whatever. Shh, stop talking about it. Slava says, "Can our star signs affect our manifestations?" That's a cool question. Okay, here's how I want to answer that. Like, you affect your manifestations. So, can your star sign like affect the way that you would self-sabotage? Maybe. Sorry about this candy. I'm so sorry. So if you believe that your star signs, how do I put this? Like, I believe that the time and place that you're born, your birth chart, all that stuff is like it's like a coordinate for like your portal. And the coordinates have like these parts of you that are kind of, I don't want to say predetermined, but essentially I guess like they're kind of like set up before, like we already are who we are, right? Like dogs have personalities, babies have personalities, you know what I mean? Like you kind of like are who you are from the start. You just kind of like grow through, understanding wisdom and knowledge and like learning how to use your body and things like that. So I think that the astrological signs provide like a blueprint for like who you, like the framework of who you are. And then you obviously have the opportunity if you want to shift that and work on it or change it or, you know, put it in a different direction. But it's almost like, all right, this is like what the analogy I'm getting. Okay. Sorry, they're showing me something. You know, in the movie I, Robot, when I'm so sorry about me trying to mess with this piece of candy too. I apologize. When he's like running, he's like in the building where it all goes down, and he's hiding from the robot, and he's in that room where there's like thousands of other robots lined up, just like just like disengaged. They basically showed me that, and they were like, if you were creating like AI, for example, and you wanted all of those different robots to be different, you didn't want them to be the same. Like in iRobot, they're like all the same kind of, right? Well, they're all the same except for the one. You would program them differently, right? You'd program them all differently so that none of them were, even twins, that none of them were exactly the same. So maybe that's like what the astrological shit is like your, like the blueprint for like what kind of person you're going to be. And like, that's why, like, you know, it's the stuff that you have to overcome and stuff like that, right? It points you in that direction. So can that affect your manifestations? Like, I don't think it's that. I think it's more like the way that you affect your manifestations. And does, like I said in the beginning, does your astrological shit affect the way that you fuck yourself up? Probably. Yeah, and speaking of astrology, tomorrow for the Love and Specific Person Q&A session, I'm going to be using light astrology. I'm not going to go too deep into your chart, anything like that. Like we'll ask, like, bring your big three if you know them, and your SP's big three if you know them. And then obviously the birthday, so I can use the numerology, and then I'll have my tarot deck as well. So I'll be using all of that information tomorrow on the SP and Love Q&A and channeling session. And then, of course, giving you the manifestation advice that you need going forward to make that, whatever it is that comes through, make that happen for you. So if you're interested, if you want to talk about SP, I don't normally answer any questions about SP on Mindset Monday. So I'm putting together a home and a location and, you know, a safe spot to do love stuff. And that is going to be in tomorrow's channeling session. So if you're interested in talking about SP stuff, if you want me to answer your specific person questions, then check out tomorrow's Love and Specific Person channeling and QA session. And we do have a code going on right now that's only valid during the live stream. The code is LOVE. It'll give you 25% off of tomorrow's session, and it will only be valid till I'm live. And then once I go off, it'll be gone. And the link to that is pinned to the chat. And actually, here, I'm going to, yeah, here we go. Yeah, so that's pinned to the chat. Nakiri, thank you. Appreciate it. Hello and welcome. Dina with an I. We have a Dina with an E. We got a Dina with an I. It says, is this live available for questions? Yes, it is. Now, here's basically how it works. Love questions I save for my specific person and love channeling session that I'm having tomorrow because that's the proper form for it. That's the space we're holding for it. And on Mindset Monday, it's more about mindset. It's about getting pumped for the week. It's about clearing out stuff that we've been kind of holding on to. We're not necessarily talking specific person. So if you are interested in asking specific person questions, the forum for that is in tomorrow's Love and Specific Person Channeling Q&A. 25% off today using the code LOVE, roxytalks.com/live programs. Also, I will answer questions from the chat. I can't answer them all, of course. I do prioritize super chat. So if a super chat comes through, then I will answer it. If a super chat comes through that is SP, specific person or love related, then I will graciously say thank you for that, and then actually use that title or that topic to make a video about that'll go on the channel that'll live there forever. So it's a little bit better investment, in my opinion. You get a channel a video that'll live on the channel forever, versus, a little one answer in a Mindset Monday that you might not be able to find again, or you have to like swim through a bunch of info to find the answer to again. So if it's a love related question, you want me to see it today, super chat, we'll get it into a video on the channel coming up soon, or join me tomorrow for the love and specific person question and answer session, channeling session. Yes. Okay. Days, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Panda Bear, hello. Like the pumpkin emoji. Killer Pop Tart, hello. Killer Pop Tart, we got you. Do some breathing. Kathy, hello from North Carolina. Hello. Oh, it's your first time. Welcome. So, I see people talking a lot about manifesting through fears and stuff in the... Tara, hello, welcome. Thank you, Leanne. So, manifesting through fears, like, it's really important that, excuse me, sorry. I feel like what I have found about fears is that it's an intimate relationship. Sana, hello. Your relationship with your fears are really intimate, and you have to nurture them in an intimate way as well. The fears that you have right now were formed like in early childhood usually, right? So these are things that the little version of you, the toddler version, the child version, the adolescent version, the teenage version of you experienced, that were the queen, hello, you're not late at all, that were significant enough to leave an emotional mark. And it's kind of like a groove. It's like how do I explain? It's like a notch in your belt. Like, like when you have a belt that's too big, and you have to like make a new hole in it, or too small and you have to like make a new hole. Once that hole is there, it's like this is the analogy they're showing me. It's like, when you slide the prong of a belt buckle against those holes, sometimes it'll like pop through all of them just because the notches are there. It's almost like that. That's kind of what they're showing me, is like, once the groove is there, once the notch is there, once that the chinks been made in the armor, you know what I mean? Like, once that happens, it's kind of always there. And so that root experience, which causes a reaction or a fear of experiencing it again, is the expectation that manifests in it happening over and over again. So you have to be really, like, what I'm noticing for me, to really, really, really address these fears and get through it, and not just like placate it and put a Band-Aid on it, is like, you have to meet the fear where it is in the moment and really apply love and security. And like, this is what it's like showing me is like, show it another option. Like, I think what happens to most of us is, let's say the fear gets triggered. We go into our normal thought process, fear, worry, doubt, whatever we do about it. And then we end up perpetuating the cycle because that's going to end up manifesting and causing another over and over and over, right? So when it happens, when the fear gets triggered and you respond in a new way and you show yourself or your inner child or whatever, that wounded part of you, a different, it's almost like, here, take my hand, let's go this way. I know that part of like walking down that path is really scary. There's like shit in the woods. There's scary stuff over there. It's dark or whatever. It's creepy. Let's go over here where it's not so scary. And this is the path we're going to walk every time now. So you're like showing yourself a different option when you need it most, which is when the fear is like struck up again. So everything always comes back to awareness and discipline. I always say that it's the cornerstones of my 360 method. You have to be paying attention and you've got to be willing to do that with yourself in the moment when it happens every time or as many times as possible, right? Like the more you catch it and redirect it, the better. And the more, that's how you work on the fear and you break it down and you kind of dissolve it. You make it less, or I mean, like, and there's different ways. Cause so like, I was listening to another, like, Andrea Schulman, excuse me, and she was talking about fears, and her way was to like list all the ways. Hold on, let me see if I can remember. It was like a 3-step process. Why are you afraid of it? Like, why can't you have it? Oh, shit. Hold on. It had something to do with, making it ridiculous, like making the fear ridiculous. Yeah, why can't you have it? Make the fear ridiculous, I think, and then, come on. I've watched so many videos today. Why can't you have it? Make the fear ridiculous, and then make make the idea of you actually having what it is that you want, like pump that up. That's kind of her 3-step process. So like, there's different ways of doing it. What I have found for me is like, I seem to be responding a lot better. I wanted to say more well, to really meeting my fear in the moment, head on, and gently, lovingly guiding it towards a different belief, and like reassuring myself, like it's going to be different this time. That's not where we're going is even safer than what you thought, you were protecting me from, kind of stuff. I don't know what I'm coming into because I was just talking, not pay attention to the chat, but I just see Sana say, true. I don't think my higher self put me here to work. I should be sipping cocktails in a coconut bikini. Why aren't you then? Maybe you are. I hope you are. Tommy says, I've actually been embracing fear and adversity in order to release them and grow. I get excited when they show up and look at them like a video game boss. I'm like, challenge accepted. Let's play. Yes, totally. Chris asked a question about your SP's mindset being negative. I just put out a video, I think it was last week, about rewriting your specific person. Check out that video. And I think I have 2 others about the topic of rewriting your specific person, but that one would help with that one because you're going to change the story about them. Dina with an I, how can I speed up the manifestation of money without feeling anxious about it? How? Um, Listen, that's a fucking loaded ass question. Like, it's such a heavy question because how many times a day and in what ways are you doing to push it away? How many times a day are you fearing? What are you saying when you fear? What do you fear? What is the fear? What are you worried is going to happen? What's the worst that's going to happen? How much are you doomsday prepping? Um, and then like, do you have evidence of money coming through in your past when you thought it wasn't going to and it actually did work and it actually did come through? Are you believing fears when you could be believing your own track record and showing that actually money usually does come through for me and I'm going to be fine and I need to just kind of like chill? Like, there's a lot. It's so much because money is attached to almost everything in our world. And if you're feeling anxious about it, that means that you're having tons of anxious thoughts about it, having fearful thoughts about it, doubtful thoughts about it all day. Like, a feeling lasts a while, right? So a thought is gone in an instant. A feeling means we're feeling this way for an extended amount of time, which means that your thoughts are vibrating in an area about money that is not beneficial to your manifestation for a long period of time. So it's less about speeding things up and more about calming yourself down, meditating every day, getting in contact with an abundant version of yourself and finding out what that version feels and thinks differently than what you're doing now, and kind of like switching up who you are, how you think about money, what you think about money, where it goes, who it comes to, how much is here, how much is where. When you're spending money, you're acting differently. Like, this is tied to so many pieces of your world. And we just did a training last week. We did a money manifestation training last week, and like, it was like 2 hours, and I mean, I just barely scratched the surface. Like, I mean, we have people here that were there last week that are saying like, I'm already having, things change with money because of it, but like, literally, I really just barely scratched the surface in that 2-hour thing. So it's something that's like, it's so deeply ingrained in us. It's so deeply ingrained in society. It's pervasive on like so many different levels. You really have to watch what you're saying, how you're acting, how you're feeling, how you're behaving, how you're reacting, what you're thinking about money everywhere. When you're shopping, when you're not shopping, when you're thinking about your clothes, your skincare, your home, your job, your commute, your future, it's everywhere. So I mean, and I have Lala, go to okay, Liam put it there. Yeah, community.roxytalks.com. And that's our free community. So you can go join. And you said there should be a group for the manifestors. We have one. We know, and we got one. So we're all here. Pretty much the majority of the people that are here are on the community. And if you're not, please go ahead there and grab a profile, and you can download the app. And then that way you have it right on your phone. You get notifications, and then you don't have to log into social media to talk to the people. And like, that's our biggest reason for having that, is that like, social media is triggering. And a lot of times my advice is like, don't go on social media. And then I have a group on social media. That doesn't make any sense. So we have a group where that's not on social media. It's just the group in itself. You can have the app and get right to it on your phone, or you can access it from your computer or whatever. All right, Rebecca, I'm so invested in the story you just put in the chat. I need to hear the conclusion. Okay, there's another part. Sana says, I need to cry it out. I also need to sleep right now because of work. But crying might help you sleep. Okay, here's Rebecca's story. Okay, you said, a random conversation made me remember that when I was younger and had braces, I saw someone who ended up with white squares in the middle of her teeth from staining while she had her braces on. And a deep terror was born inside me that moment, that I started brushing and flossing my teeth 3 times a day for the first time and became super aware of sensation and film on my teeth or something in between them. that I continuously get compliments about my teeth and am proud of how healthy and white they are now. I hadn't consciously realized that that fear drove me all that time ago. So yeah, sometimes they're like good. Sana, you can cry. You don't have to BRB. You can cry right here. You don't have to go anywhere. Dina says, so for everyone who is looking for money/jobs but doesn't want to work, the energy and affirmations you want to focus on is having freedom. Yeah. And safety and being taken care of and having everything that you need. One I've been saying is like I have everything I need and get everything I want. I have everything I need and I get everything I want. Dina says, why has no one yelled at me for not making an account in the new community yet? Dina, where are you? Why aren't you in the community yet? Oh my God, Leanna said the same thing. You said like exactly the way I said it too, which is so funny. You typed it the way that I said it. Oh my God. Casey, oh my God, where have you been? Oh my gosh. Okay, Casey. Okay. Casey, first of all, where have you been? No judges, just wondering. Since you've been gone, Casey, I stopped answering SP questions on Mindset Monday. And what I've done now is taking the questions and making them into a YouTube video. But I'm hesitant to do that with yours because I feel like your question is actually more like self-love related and not really SP related. Because you're asking if he's good for you, but you can't tell if he's a good or a shitty person. Well, first of all, you said practicing Christianity, so I stopped manifesting, but I opened my Bible and realized manifesting is in the Bible. Yes. Jesus, that's what Jesus was talking about. When Jesus said, I am the light, I haven't read the Bible, so I'm just paraphrasing. He wasn't trying to say he was God. He was invoking the name of God. That's my opinion. So I think the Bible's a manifesting handbook. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what religion you practice. Everybody is still a human being on planet Earth, and humans on planet Earth are manifestors, period. It does not matter what religion you are. It does not matter if you think you can manifest or not. It does not matter if you know about it or not. You are manifesting. Whether you're praying to somebody or you're completely unaware, you are manifesting, and there's no way around it. Religion is not going to take that away. They can't take it away because their prayer is manifestation, is conscious manifestation. That's what prayer is. It's conscious manifestation. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a rose by any other name. So welcome back. Coben, Megan, hello. Sunny, hello. Miss Colson, hello. So, okay. Because Casey, so first off, I am hosting a channeling session tomorrow night where I'll be using tarot and numerology and astrology to like get into questions like, is this a good person for me? Like that would be something for tomorrow's thing if you're able to come. There is a 25% off coupon happening right now if you use the code LOVE at checkout. But I do want to talk to you about the self-love part because that's really where the answer of this question is. So you said, I struggle with self-love and such, but I value my time. How do I know manifesting him back is a good idea? I don't want him to come back and waste my time. This is the short answer. If you don't know, then you're not stable enough to sustain him at his chosen level, right? Does that make sense? If you can't confidently say when he comes back, he's going to be a new version, then he's not going to be a new version because you're manifesting him. So how do you know it's a good idea? Well, waffling back and forth and wondering if it's a good idea definitely isn't the answer. You have to decide it's a good idea because you know that he's going to be the person you need him to be when he comes through. That's what it is. So if you're not there, then you're not there, and neither is he. And that's the most important part. So if you're manifesting something back, then you need to look at why it's away and what pushed it to be away. What's the story around it being away, and how much of that story is actually still in play? How much of it do you still believe? What do you think is hard and all that stuff? Because if you're asking this question, you have not rewritten the story for yourself. You don't believe this person is good or changed or whatever. So my advice to you would be, don't manifest them back until you know that you're ready and they're ready. And you know it because you choose to know it, not because something magically tells you. It's because you're selecting it and you know that you're choosing everything. I know I'm choosing this, and I know they're going to come through this way. If you don't know you're choosing, which you obviously don't with love, and you don't know how they're going to come through, we also don't know how they're going to come through. I can't say that either one way, yes or no, or somewhere in the middle, probably. So yeah. Lala, how to raise our vibration. Tommy says, shit that brings me joy list. Yes, I love that. So Lala, I often talk about making the shit that brings me joy list. This is the stuff that like feeds your inner child, the stuff that brings you happiness and contentment. That doesn't have to do with you needing another person to fulfill your manifestation, or money to come through, or some person to do stuff with you. It's just like the stuff that you like to do that's all about filling your own cup, like listening to Mariah Carey, or knitting, or petting dogs, or doing cartwheels, or taking a walk, going to the beach, pottery class, I don't know, whatever, dancing, whatever the fuck it is, yoga, stuff that makes you feel good, coloring, who knows. I was just thinking, when I was a kid, I used to make all those lanyards. Remember, like those, this is a 90s throwback, but like, those lanyards with the plastic things, and we'd make like 6-string, like spiral ones. Like, I was good at that shit. I used to make some dope ass fucking keychains and stuff. Sunnyverse says, I decided I'm going to try and work on my self-love. Hated myself for too many years. It's gotten painful at this point. My words are what's fucking up my manifestation. I need to love myself first. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, like, your words are making your reality. So if your words are describing you as anything but like amazing and powerful and the center of all of it, then like you're just doing yourself a disservice with your manifestations, because like nobody cares how you feel about yourself. Like, it's just replicating the ideas you hold about it. So fix the ideas and then you'll feel better. Oh, Leanne's talking about pressing tofu. Oh my God, you just made me so hungry. Tofu. I think it's going to be a lettuce wrap day. Yeah. Lettuce wraps bring me joy. Babe, are you in here? Dang it. It's okay. As soon as I hear that back door open. Lettuce wraps. Babe, lettuce wraps. Sunnyverse says, I'm into decorating phone cases at the moment. The hobby's called Decoden. Did I say that right? And I love doing it. That's awesome. And it's fun because, like, you get an outcome, like you get something afterward. You get a little trophy from doing it. Leanne says, I know I'm hungry too, but pressing tofu feels like such a chore. Do you not have a tofu press? Oh, and Dina immediately says, I have a tofu press. Yeah, you don't have a tofu press, Leanne? Royal Rizzo says, hi, Roxy. Love the fit today. It's giving soft grunge. Thank you. It's Halloween chic. This is vintage Iron Fist. By vintage, I mean like 2015. Leanne, I want to send you a tofu press. It's so great. It's so amazing. And for the tofu people, do you guys ever freeze your tofu like before you press it? So you get it home, you freeze it, you defrost it, and then some people freeze it again, and then you defrost it again, and then it's like all the air pockets that get formed when the water inside of it freezes and expands and melts and shit, makes the texture more chickeny or more like bouncy, more meaty. So just curious if you guys ever freeze your tofu first. Mimi says reading brings me joy. Me too. Reading actually brings me so much joy that my business coach sent me a gift card for Amazon for my birthday's next week. Or no, my birthday's in 2 weeks. And she wanted me to like, she was asking me like stuff that I did as a kid that I like to do, that I can just shit that brings me joy basically, and do to get back into the free and exciting feeling of my youth and stuff. And so I was saying books, and she's like, all right. And she sent me like on the call, she sent me a gift card like while we were talking, and she's like, get yourself some books. So I just got them yesterday and I started reading. And okay, I'm gonna tell you guys the books I'm reading, because I told you before that I always like childhood and adolescent books. I don't know why, I just think they're fun. So I got 2 trilogies. One of them, I have read the first 2 before. And so I got the whole trilogy. So I've been wanting to read them over. And then so I got the whole trilogy of that one. And the other one is a brand new one. So the first one, and I'll talk about the one I started reading today. No, I'll talk about the other one first. The one I didn't start reading yet, it's Christopher Pike. If you guys ever knew him, it was like teenage Goosebumps. So Christopher Pike had this trilogy, like the Remember Me trilogy. And I always loved that book, the first one, Remember Me. And I've been thinking about it a lot lately. And so I wanted to reread it. And now I have all 3 of them. And then, but I didn't open that one. I didn't start reading that one first. I chose to read the other one. And they're called, it's called The Inheritance Games. And it was just like, after I bought, or after I put Remember Me in my cart, it was like one of the ones that came up in the suggestions. And so I was like, oh, look at this one. And it's also a trilogy, and it's about like a random nobody person that inherits like all this money, and then like all the relatives of the person. They described it, and someone that commented, it was like, it's very like Knives Out vibes, which I love that kind of stuff. So I was like, you know what? Put it in the cart. So I got those 2 trilogies. So I started reading that one yesterday. The what's it called? The Inheritance Games. Those ones are interesting. Or so far. I'm like a quarter way through the first one. But then and then I'm excited to read the Christopher Pike ones after that too. So, but because I read every day for expansion, for for not for work, but I read, like I'm reading Atomic Habits right now and it's helping and working on my habits, but reading for fun is not something that I usually like give myself enough time for. So I've been excited about that. Sarah, you're so sweet. Thank you. I appreciate your kind words. Thank you. Royal Rizzo, excuse me. I press my tofu with my hands because I'm pressure. Squeeze it. Mimi says, does our subconscious recognize / understand words, or does it only understand pictures? I think to think that our incredibly advanced subconscious does not understand our language is kind of ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, does it speak in imagery? Maybe. But to think that the thing that's like running us doesn't understand our language is just, and I'm not saying, I know that's not like, it's a common thing. Like you doesn't understand your words. Like, it doesn't? I'm sorry. What are you talking about? How could it not? Right. Like, so, I think this just unfathomable that our subconscious doesn't recognize our own language, I think. I think, but again, is that how it communicates? Potentially. Maybe it can't speak. It can only show. But to think that it doesn't understand us is just, I think that's just, not that it's your idea. I know that it comes from around, not saying that you're ridiculous or anything like that. I just think it's kind of ridiculous when you really think about it, you know? But I do think that whatever it is that is manifesting, like that is turning our thoughts or our expectations or whatever into the 3D reality, receives the information via words and imagery, because we can manifest both ways. We can manifest by image, we can manifest by words. So Mimi says, like, can we use don't, can't, and won't in our affirmations? Of course you can, because everything you say is an affirmation. So it's like, okay, I'm getting the example of, like, when someone has a personal boundary, like, not around here, not over here, I don't think so over here, and like nobody crosses it and it doesn't get crossed, because the concept of the barrier is stronger than the oh, grandma. The concept of the barrier is stronger than, like, the word not. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what you're saying. So that's like what it's like an elevated perspective of what you're talking about. Like, it's hard to put into words, because that's exactly what we're talking about, is like making words out of something you already understand and know. You already know what your truth is. You already know what you can and will not stand for. You already have your own energetic boundaries and barriers that you don't even realize you're operating with. And to think that if you use the word no or not in front of a sentence of something that you already fully believe, it's just, or don't believe or whatever, we're so much more powerful than that. But I think the concept comes from, like, the idea of, like, I don't want to bill, 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 which is really just focusing on the bill. But it's not because of the word don't. It's not the word don't that's the problem. It's the fact that bill, 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 bill is what's all up in your head. Does that make sense? What did I do to my hair? There we go. Okay. Dina, thank you. You would like this shirt even more because it's not just a shirt. It's like I guess you would call it a tunic. It's like long, but it has like fringe on the bottom. So it's like, sorry, I'm wearing like ugly Nike shorts underneath it, but oh, and I have a huge fuzzy right here. But it's like fringy on the bottom. Don't judge my comfy shorts. Nobody zooms in pants. Right? That's what we learned on the news. All those newscasters that were like sitting there in their boxer shorts and stuff. Okay. Oh, I saw a super chat come through. Mama, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Says, I don't have any questions. Just love Mindset Mondays. Helps me get in a good mind space for the week. Thanks, Roxy and Mod Squad. You're so sweet. I appreciate you. Thank you, Mama. We so appreciate you. And thank you. And it's funny, the mods, you guys that me and Malachi used to be in a group called the Mod Squad, right? Like when we met, we were in a kind of like R&B hip hop group, like kind of like the Black Eyed Peas, like that kind of idea. And we wanted to be called the Mod Squad. Like that was like our name, but because there's so much like branding and so much like things taken with that, we decided to make an acronym for mod. and it came out. We were called Makeout Dreams. That was the name of our group, Makeout Dreams. But we called ourselves the Mod Squad. But yeah, that's so funny. So when I see that, it just kind of gives me like a little chuckle. Reminds me of the old days. Coben has a kilt on. I wish we could put pictures in the chat. Hold on, Coben. Did you just body shame me in my own chat, motherfucker? I'm gonna give you one warning. Please don't ever comment on my body again. That's it. No more again. Otherwise, like, We will not be commenting on people's bodies and deciding how much more or less they need to eat. Fucking rude AF, man. Babe, are you out here? Lettuce wraps tonight, babe. It's a lettuce wraps day. Anna says, who would I invite for a dinner party? Celebrities. What a great question. Well, first off, definitely Claudio Sanchez, obviously, is my number one. I love him. Love him. Need to have conversations with him. Need to make music with him someday. Who would I invite to a dinner party? Maybe like Dr. Joe. Esther Hicks. That'd be cool. Claudio, Dr. Joe, Esther Hicks. What a dinner party. Mariah, of course. Mariah. Miss Mariah. Of course, because I know she'd be able to fit it in her schedule. Yeah, for me, of course. I guess we got to bring Beyonce too if Mariah's coming. Patrice is like, what about Mariah? Don't forget to invite Mariah. And then she goes, yes, she said it. Of course, yeah. Mariah, yeah. We have Mariah and Beyonce, of course. Oprah's. And Chris Hemsworth. Oh, shit. Anna says, I would love to watch me interview Esther Hicks. I would love to interview Esther Hicks, of course. Brandon says, I'll be a server for free if Mariah goes. Okay, I'll let you guys know. Maybe, I don't know if I'll be allowed to. Might be private. Oh my gosh. Tiffany says, OMG, literally 3 weeks ago, I used the not technique writing. I do not want my rent paid because it's already paid. And within 2 months, within a week, 2 months of rent shut up from unexpected sources. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That's amazing. Sunny versus Jim Carrey. Josephine, thank you. Very kind. I appreciate your kind words. Thank you. Leanne says Esther came up in your meditation this morning. What did she say? Mama says hire me to clean up before, during, and after. Okay. Dina says Lewis House finally attended one of Dr. Joe's retreats. Yeah, I would totally go to. I want to go to a Dr. Joe. Oh yeah, of course. Michelle says mine would have to be Stevie Nicks. Michelle, how many days? Or was it? It wasn't last weekend, was it? Yes, I know. I know who Leslie Jordan is. Coben, it's okay, but we don't comment on people's bodies. Like, it's just none of your business. Casey says, I'm 20 and I know it's pathetic, but one of my lifelong goals is to get married before I'm 30. That's not pathetic. So instead of I will not be single after I'm 30, yeah, no, not that. I will say I will be married before I'm 30. Yeah, totally. And you can even say married by 30. I'm married by 30. I'm married by 30. It's funny. I got married by within 3 months of my 30th birthday. Or wait, on September, October, November, 2 months. Leslie Jordan passed away. Oh no. Oh fuck. That's such a bummer. Did you guys see when Trinity did Leslie in the Snatch game? It was so good. Malachi, hello. What's up? Okay, I gotta tell you something, Malachi, because I had Malachi, you forgot Patrice. I had a kind of crazy synchronicity today. So I was in meditation and we were just me and my ideal self. We were talking about my music and stuff like that. And she was just saying they were like, your music is divinely guided. It will be divine. Like it will be held and taken where it needs to go to who needs to hear it. And then they started playing in my head, Beautiful by Christina Aguilera. And there was just kind of like, remember the impact this song had. And there's really not a lot of music that has a positive message behind it or a positive intention. Like, especially these days, it's all about popping peas and fucking booty jamming and stuff. Popping peas and booty jamming. But you know what I'm saying? And so they were like, do this shit, bitch. Like, whatever. So I was like, okay, maybe I'm gonna start taking Wednesdays on my calendar and just having it be studio days. So that happened in my meditation this morning. And then when I got on here to do YouTube today, on my homepage, which I'm not really, I mean, Christina Aguilera obviously is an amazing singer. I don't listen to her all the time. But apparently she just released, a new video came up on my thing today, Beautiful by Christina, Beautiful 2022. And it just came out 5 days ago. And it was just on my fucking my YouTube homepage when I went to go log in today. And it was just crazy because that, like I said, that song played in my meditation today. And I didn't even tell Chris until that I saw it on my thing. So I didn't even say that one out loud. And so I know I keep saying it, Malachi, but I really am going to get back in and work on music. And putting out music for manifestors to help us believe in ourselves, to help us celebrate ourselves and to, be consuming music that actually, does something positive to your soul and stuff like that. So Casey says, I feel that about music today. I've been listening to Cheetah Girls because the positivity and feminism. Yeah. And I mean, I think music was a little even more positive back then too. Lately, it's crazy. It's crazy what they be singing about today. Dina says, I missed the Married by 30 a hot minute ago, but you still got time for Married by 40. So if you want that, you better get on that train now. Don't be doing the thing that Casey said before is I won't be single after 35. That one's not going to be good. Married by 40. Use that one. Mally, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Elvin, hello. Ariana says, does anyone remember the All Saints? They say they sing Never Ever. That's the only song I remember from them. Right? Isn't that them? Melissa, hello. Welcome. Okay, so what time is it? It's 3:15 on Lettuce Wrap Night. Monique says, I can do good by myself until the right person comes along. And it's you doing good on your own is what's going to bring the right person along. SG says, I kind of stopped caring about getting married and having another baby. If it happens, great, but whatevs. And honestly, like that's the kind of energy that brings that stuff in, as weird as it is. Rebecca says, winning the lottery by 34, getting married by 35. But you don't even need to win the lottery because money is always abundant and around you anyways. So it's just extra icing on the cake when you do. Casey, thank you for stopping by. We are really glad to see you and have a good week. Definitely working on yourself. I appreciate that and see you and, excited for you in your next chapter as you go forward. Fofana, super hats are not disabled. And neither are super chats. But if the super chat is regarding a specific person, I'm saving them for a video on the channel. So I will record a video about your question and give you an actual whole video that will live on the channel that you can access at any time. For SP. Otherwise, if you do want to just talk SP, I'm doing a specific person channeling and Q&A session tomorrow. And I'm going to be using tarot, astrology, numerology, plus my own intuitive channel and expertise as a manifestation coach to give you super divine and custom tailored information. And so that's happening tomorrow, and it's all about love. That's the forum and the venue for the love chat. And 25% off using the code LOVE. That's valid during this live stream and during the live stream only. Oh, Leanne, you have the money manifestation masterclass replay, master training replay is available for purchase now. Okay, cool. I didn't know that. I kind of had to take a weekend off. I really had to like go dark from work this weekend because I worked really hard last week. I just did a lot of things. I put so much in my calendar last week that I had like no time for anything. So, the money masterclass that we gave last week, the replay is available now. Leanne just linked it in the chat. It definitely was really powerful, and there's people on here right now that were there. So if you want to ask, they're in the chat right now. If you want to get some live testimonials, but there's a link there if you want to download that and listen to it. You can start listening right now. And it is it's a replay, just so you know. Nay says, I watched the replay twice already. So good. Yay. Thank you. You know, what's funny is I was even thinking about watching the replay. I was like, man, I should watch that thing. Because I know there's like good ass information in it. And sometimes like when I'm channeling, I don't know what I'm saying. So I've been thinking about listening to it myself. And I don't usually I don't like listening to myself. My voice gets on my nerves. Ariana, I'm in the Pacific time zone, and I think we put it at 4 p.m. tomorrow, 4 p.m. Pacific. I don't have my phone. So Leanne can, wait, did I put it up here? No, I didn't put the time on the thing either. Leanne, can you confirm that it's at 4 tomorrow, please? Patrice says, so many people have already seen results in the week since the training. It's wild. Thanks, Patrice. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. That was a good one. We had a lot of fun. And for my business owners, my entrepreneurs, my coaches, my influencers, I am going to be opening up my business mastermind soon. That's not true. I'm opening up the business mastermind for pre-sale starting in November. We're going to begin in June. So it'll be a 3-month mastermind. This is higher level mentorship. And this is going to be for people who are working on believing in their business, who want to grow their business with manifestation, who are trying to expand what they believe is possible for them, who are trying to beat imposter syndrome. It is intimate, high-level coaching with other business owners. And that will be going out for pre-sale in November. And I believe the pre-sale, we just kind of put all this together, but pre-sale, we're just trying to nail everything down. Pre-sale is going to give you the option to get a one-on-one with me. So that's going to be really amazing, our business mastermind. I'm so excited to do this. I've been waiting to talk about business and kind of like dip my toe into business coaching for a while, because I've been having my own imposter syndrome about like, I'm a manifestation coach, and yes, I built a business, but am I a business coach? And I had to have my business coach, who's like a really good fucking business coach, tell me like, yes, you are a business coach, even though we're different kinds of business coaches. You have done this. You're doing it now. You can talk about this. So I'm excited to go into the business stuff. I know my clients that I talk to about their businesses are down. Nay says, pre-sell me, baby. Girl, I got you. Nay says, Roxy is my biz coach. I got you, girl. I'm really excited. And it's like, it's kind of like what I get most excited to talk about is like businesses and helping people expand what they think is possible for them. So I don't know, I might like be stepping into what is actually my true path. We'll see. So Anna says, will it be okay for someone who's only considering starting up a business for now? Absolutely. Absolutely. And also there will be so let me back up. What we're going to do is put together a questionnaire kind of thing to make sure that the people that are in the mastermind are kind of aligned in general, to make sure that like when we get together, the stuff that we're going to be talking about is going to be, validating and hitting for everybody. So, as of right now, I don't see why it wouldn't be good for someone starting, because it's not going to be the kind of space where we're coming and I'm saying, this is how you build a website. This is how you get your license. This is how you do your taxes. It's not about that. This is about the conceptualizing of your business. Can I be a business owner? Can I be a better business owner? Can I grow it bigger? How can I bring in more clients energetically? How can I bring in more money energetically? Conversations like that. So, so that's going to be coming very soon. Nay, that's awesome. Just says, this shows how much the money training worked, because normally I'd be so nervous about it if I can afford it. Now I'm like, obviously I'll have more than enough because I'm abundant. You said I have internet, by the way. Yes. Yes. And that's exactly where it's like, that's the kind of mindset that's going to make your business work. So, so excited about that. So yeah, so more information will be coming about that very soon. And, Leanne, we'll make sure to, take down those who are like actively raising their hand and make sure that we reach out to you personally when it comes time. So if Leanne, if you don't mind putting Nay's name down. And Anna as well, of course. Tiffany says, what's possible for me, girl? Look into your crystal ball and tell me what business path you see for me. What's my niche? How do I find it? Exactly though. That's a whole different conversation, but I can definitely help you with that too, because that's about tapping into your genius zone, your passion. And then from there, we conceptualize and expand, like, how can we make this a business? How can we turn this into something viable? So I mean, I love talking about this shit. I love this stuff because it's like, at the end of the day, I'm an 8. 8s are all about expansion, leadership, success, building. So it makes sense that like that's what I get the most like fired up to talk about. So yeah. Oh, Ashley as well. Ashley, if you don't mind, if you're interested. Okay, so Ashley, here's a few things. If you're on my email list already, then you'll definitely get an email about it. If you haven't gotten on my email list, I would go to roxytalks.com, check out my 30 days of alignment. It's a free download that you can get that I actually used to change my life. So that's there, and that will get you on my email list, and you can get the info there. Or you can email us at hello@roxytalks.com and send us your email address, and then Leanne will put you on the list as well. And then that way you'll get the personal message when we send those out. Mama, yes, Mama wants to be, yes, Mama's building her business too. Good. I think we're all kind of, in that place where we're, not all of us, but a lot of us, and no shame, no matter where you are in that place where we kind of want to just make our own way and make our own path. And I definitely get that and relate to it 100%. That's what we're doing. That's what I'm doing right now. Making my way downtown. Faux fauna, I literally just made a video about that last week, about setting boundaries with people. So yeah, if you go to my channel and look at, it might not be the most recent video, but like maybe like 2 videos ago, I literally just talked about that on my channel. That's perfect. Miss Colson says your life path 8th. So I study the birthday, the personality number, not necessarily the life path, which I'm going to tomorrow. How do I say this? Tomorrow I'm going to be working in life path somewhat. But I like to focus personally on the personality and the interaction. So, and I think it's just more of a matter of convenience, to be real honest. Like, it's easier for me to talk. I said earlier I didn't mean I study life path. I meant I use personality number more than I use life path number, because it's quicker for me to, instead of having to do that long math. And again, tomorrow I will be using life path stuff as well, but I personally just generally focus more on the personality number and kind of like the inner workings, the stuff that kind of drives us on a cellular level. But it's the day you were born. Yeah, Brendan, you are life path 3 and birthday 3. That's interesting. But yeah, yours is easy to add up because there's only 3 digits. But normally I'd be like, my brain doesn't want to do that. So that's why I'm like, when's your birthday? Just tell me the day you were born. That's all I need to know. It's not all I need to know, but it tells me enough. We'll put it that way. And yes, my dad pushed me to do numerology, and I kicked and screamed for a long time, as any child would when their parent tells them to do something. But he was right. And I do very much enjoy knowing it and using it to help guide people with information. Leanne, did I know your SP is a Leo, an Aries moon, and Mars in Aries as well? What's their Virgo? Where's your SP's Virgo, Leanne? I want to know this. Patrice, you're a life path and birthday 8. That's awesome. That's why you're such a freaking go-getter. Mama says, you act how daughters act when dads say things. You're right. That's exactly what I did. But I finally came around. Fly Girl says, spirit speaks to me in numbers. It sure does. He has a South node in Virgo. Oh, God. Oh, God. Can't. Okay. Tell somebody that I vaguely get the reference. So Tommy says, on the money side of things, my mindset has become more of, how can I spend my money to bring back to life what I already have instead of buying new things? I love that. That's a great idea. Got an old pair of biker boots that I loved and need some love. That's amazing. And then you're showing appreciation for money. You're using money like it wants to be used, and you're showing appreciation for what you've already manifested. It's like gratitude squared. See how you guys talking about soul urge and how do I find out life path, all that stuff. That's why I don't do all those things. That's why I take the it's too much to calculate on the quickness. So Linda says, so cool that you have such a spiritual dad. Were his parents that way too? That's actually a good, I can't imagine my grandma being as spiritual as my dad. That's a question for another time, I guess. I'm gonna have to report back on that one. I know he's listening, so maybe he can tell me next time and I'll come back with the answer to that. I know that there was no push for religion and it was more of a like find your way kind of a thing. So I don't think that the home my dad was in growing up was as spiritual as he was when I was a kid or has been or whatever, you know what I mean? Tiffany says, was there ever a moment on your journey where you were so concerned with watching your words that you became paranoid with them, like hyper aware of everything you said? If so, how did you become calm and find ease? By fucking saying the thing that I wanted to say. You know what I mean? It's like, has there ever been a moment on my journey where I'm so concerned with watching my words that I become paranoid? I mean, yeah, like the whole time since the beginning. That's why I do it. That's why it's the most important thing that I do. And what do I do about it is I control what the fuck I say. I'm always watching, 360 method. That's what that's about. Sorry about the sass. Mama, yes, he is listening. I get little infos in the chat that lets me know, but it's like it's subtle. Leanne says, I've been working the hell out of 360 these past few days. And what has been the congratulations? What has been the outcome? Patrice, you're so funny. Fly Girl says, to Tiffany, I had it in the beginning of my spiritual journey, throat chakra work helps. My lettuce wraps are like screaming at me right now. I'm going to share something about, Lee. I asked Leanne about 360, what success she has, or what the outcome has been as she's been using 360 a bunch this week. You said, not spiraling down with the old story. Nice. Fuck yeah. So I'm getting you said, I have these peaks and valleys. I'll be up, 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 feeling invincible. Like I finally did the damn thing. Yeah. That's very normal. Very normal. Then a trigger will resurface and I get to decide how to react. Yep, totally. That's everybody every day for the rest of our lives. I'm getting my ADHD assessment on November 3rd. So I'm going to find out if I do have ADHD. And if I do, I'm really excited, honestly, because now that I'm like looking into all of these, potentials about it, symptoms and stuff, so many things that like about myself that I like literally hate about myself are symptoms of ADHD. So And I don't mean that like to put it down in any way. I'm just saying like all these things that I've like punished myself over for the way my brain works. And I really hope it is that's what it is because then I'm just a piece of shit for no reason. Again, not saying anything's a piece of shit, but it's just like all of the way the traits, the way that it exhibits in my world, the way that it presents in my personality are stuff that I like don't like about myself and have like beat myself up about my whole life. So I'm really excited to get that assessment and really hoping that's what it is. And once we're there, then I think that'll change. Obviously, it's going to change how I treat myself and the systems that I have in place in my life. And it'll make sure make so much sense about like why so many things are difficult for me that aren't difficult for most people. So I'm excited. And I also think that, if that's what it is that's going on, it might be a reason why I am good at manifesting and being super on top of it is because of like, the ability to like hyper focus and kind of see something when I get into the work of it, see something through the end or really get on top of it. Otherwise, like I have trouble finishing things, but that's the dichotomy of it. But anyways, Patrice, you said your older sister has ADHD too and just found out this year. Yeah, I'm seeing so many people that are getting diagnosed like in their 40s and 50s and, I'll be 39 in a couple weeks. So it's just crazy. Like if that's what it's been my whole life, this whole time it's been that, it's just kind of just so weird. I mean, it's not weird, but you just don't like, you don't think, you don't know. You have no idea. Or I had no idea. Tommy says Aaron Dowdy was diagnosed with ADHD. He turned it into his manifesting superpower. Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. My husband's been saying that a lot too. He's like, it's a superpower. And I tell my clients that too. So I'm also, working that into like knowing that if that's what it is, makes me a lot prouder of the way my brain works and happier about the way that it works and the fact that it's different versus being so hard on myself for not being able to like do the things in the way that other people do them. Is it because I'm not hyper? Yeah. So I have the inactive. Well, I'm guessing. I'm not diagnosed yet till the 3rd, but yeah, I don't have the hyper version of it. So it just looked like me just kind of being a fuck up is what it looked like, Mimi, you said you were diagnosed at 5 with ADHD. To be real honest with you, like I'm honestly kind of glad that I didn't know as a kid because I just feel like and you can let me know here, but I feel like I would have been I'm glad I didn't have like a stigma that having a diagnosis or whatever brings, you know what I mean? Like just going through life thinking that I was at a disadvantage. And I don't mean to sound insensitive. I'm so sorry if that came off that way. But I was just, curious. Because I was actually thinking about that. Like, I'm glad I didn't know when I was a kid because I wouldn't have wanted like that too. Not only do you have to deal with it, but now you also know that you have a thing and like that you're different or whatever. And like they let you know you're different. So feel free to share your experiences with that. I would love to hear that and, hold space for you with that. Coben says knowing tends to create labels sometimes. Exactly. That's exactly what I mean. So, finding out this late in life to me is a blessing because I'm used to it. I'm out of childhood. I'm out of that time. I have built myself into a business that I can be myself and it still functions. And now I have the opportunity to like forgive myself and offer myself like a shitload of grace for all of these things I've been super hard on myself for my whole life. So Mimi says, I wish I didn't get diagnosed until I was older, not only because of the stigma, but the bullying. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. And I'm so sorry. And like, again, my heart goes out to you and we're here for you now. But that's exactly what I mean. Like, I'm kind of glad I didn't know, because fuck kids sometimes, man. So I'm sorry, but you're here now with people that understand and get you. You made it. Boss Vision, hello, welcome. Mama says, let's be honest, mental health wasn't huge when we were growing up, and it's still not as accessible as it should be today. Yeah, totally, totally, totally. I know. I have a family member that they haven't gotten an assessment yet, but they're pretty sure that they're on the autism spectrum. And it's like, we, as a kid, like, we had no idea. That was just like not a thing. Like, here now, obviously there's a lot of awareness about it, and people, talk about it and stuff like that. But when we were a kid, like, it just like wasn't a thing. Like, you did not hear that word, and nobody was like making space for people with autism at all. You know what I mean? So like, for that person, I feel bad, because them having a diagnosis young would have actually helped more. But we're here now. We got what we got now. So I honestly was lucky enough to be able to get a virtual assessment very soon. Like I said, it's in November, so that was lucky. Anna, we're here for you. Anna just says fucking feels. I don't know what you're feeling, but we're here for you. Tommy says, in my early adolescence, I was diagnosed with borderline dyslexia, and for a time I used it as an excuse not to do my best and excel. I fell victim to the label. Now I dismiss labels and less empowering. There's that too. Like, I'm glad, like, because even now I'm starting to like fall back on, well, if I got ADHD, man, then this is just how it's gonna go. So I can even see myself giving myself concessions in areas already, and I don't even have my diagnosis yet. So I can only imagine, as a teen or a child. And especially because if they're, you're not empowered in it, like, this is the label, but guess what? All these cool things it means you can do, then, you're not taught to see it as something good. You're not taught to kind of like embrace it and use it for what it's valuable for. You just kind of like become, like you said, a victim to the label. A lot of people going through this. And yeah, like, I was already like weird enough without the label. Like, I can just only imagine, like, if I was like, weird, here's weird Roxy and she has ADHD, Not just here's weird Roxy, she's just really weird. I don't know why. And if we're talking about something that's not the issue you have, it doesn't take away from what you have. Just so you know, other people can experience and express what they went through without it taking away from what you went through. Can you manifest to be shorter? Yeah, sure. Of course. So let's talk about homework. I'm getting hungry and getting snarky and I'm getting snatchy. And I'm hungry. I'm hangry and I want some lettuce wraps. So, homework. Danny says it's weird how common it is, yet I read so good. It's weird how it's so common, yet you feel like you suffer alone. Totally. Yeah. Totally. Here for you guys. I appreciate you. So, yeah. So, homework was to connect with your ego. Nay, I love you. Fly girls, appreciate you guys. You're so sweet. Boss Vision, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys and the support. Thank you. We were talking about connecting with our ego and naming it. Coben says I drew an ego. What did it look like? I wish we could have pictures so I could see it. And you gave it a name. Tell me the name. Jane, your diagnosis helped you as relief and understanding. Totally. I can totally see that. It's like you're already dealing with it. So that's like the dealing with it part is like, I've been dealing with it for a while. But knowing that there's a reason for it or there's validation behind it is just it's like a relief on your shoulders, really, or off your shoulders. Alberto says manifesting to complete this 90 drug-free day. Congratulations. And come back, be here with us on Mondays. We'll keep you going. No matter what happens, we got your back. And, thanks for popping through and sharing that with us. You're in a really supportive community. So we believe in you. 90 days drug-free for 90 days. You can use little mantras like that. 90 clean days or something like that, whatever you want to use, but you can use an affirmation to repeat to yourself to kind of keep that going. Coben, go ahead and post the image of your ego on the community. And if anybody's not in our free community, it's community.roxytalks.com. Alberto, I invite you to join as well. Get support for your 90 days and get a profile. And if you want to download the app, and then you can connect with. Basically, it's keeping Mindset Monday going is all it is. It's everyone that's in the chat pretty much is in the community, and you have that support all the time. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to read the story about the egos real fast. Or I'm going to read the egos in just a moment. But I'm also going to remind everybody that tomorrow is our Love and Specific Person Channeling QA session. I'm going to be answering your questions about love using numerology, tarot, and astrology, plus my own intuition and my expertise as a manifestation coach to give you super divine and custom tailored information about your love life, about your situation, about your person, about your relationship. It's a love specific and supported venue. That's tomorrow. And we do have a coupon code going on right now. The code is LOVE, and you get 25% off the session tomorrow. But that code is only good while this is live. So as soon as I go off live, the code goes away as well. So if you want to jump on, grab that session tomorrow, use the code LOVE to get 25% off. Okay, so talking about our homework, which was to meet and name your ego. Sierra said, my ego's name ended up being Beastie. Ooh. It came to me when thinking of the word releasing. Oh, release the Kraken. Hello, Beastie. Captain Jack Sparrow. I instantly got goosebumps. Love it. That's awesome. Totally. Oh my God. Coben says he's a little worry wart. So he is wart. I love it. That's so funny. Tommy says, so with the ego, the Holy Trinity is now the Fantastic Four. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I like that. That's funny. Tommy, yeah, last week we named our egos so that when they showed up and tried to give us fear, we could meet them where they were, soothe them, ease them, and redirect them in a different way and let them know that we're not going down that scary path anymore. You can let me pass. It's going to be okay. Josephine, you're so sweet. Thank you. Dina, you're awesome. See, I see you in the chat. Oh, Mango said something. Oh, yeah, I can't do that because of my YouTube award. Is that Amazon's? What is that? Oh, I think it's my new septum ring. Yay. Okay, Shantae says, focusing on a name for my ego was very interesting. Turns out I had already been calling her Monster. Ooh, that name often left me feeling powerless. Her name going forward is the Resistance Illuminator. Nice. I love that. Mama says mine is Albertha because she's the big, mean female version of my dad. Oh, so funny. Fi Girl says my ego name came in meditation, Dylan. Is it Dylan or Dylon? Because I'm thinking of Dylon. But no, it's Dylan, right? Okay. Jane says, this is my ego. And it's a jack-o'-lantern and a devil emoji summed up. Devil lantern? Jackifer? Jackifer. Oh my God. Oh my God. Leanne's typing Love Boat. Leanne is typing the lyrics to the Love Boat. And I know it because I watch it so much. Fucking Love Boat. I love the Love Boat. Oh my God. Michelle says Margot is mine. She's a handful. Fucking Margot. Mimi says my ego's name is Twilight, like the purple unicorn princess in My Little Pony. Ah, yes. Because when she went crazy, it was called Twilighting because my ego is always twilighting. Love it. That's so cute. Patrice says, does the confidence bootcamp price increase tonight as well? Yes, it does. Okay, so thank you so much, Patrice. So the Fearless and Confident Bootcamp, I'm so good at talking. 21-day Fearless and Confident Bootcamp kicks off November 1st. We're going 21 days, pushing you out of your comfort zone in the most loving and supportive way. There will be live coaching with me, live group coaching with me, daily support, daily prompts, and then, of course, your supportive community. It's going to be super fun, super exciting, super expansive. And the price does go up tonight at midnight. Thank you, Patrice. I'm going to send out an email as well to remind everybody. But that's, I think it's 888 right now, and it's going up to 111 tonight. No, 1111, excuse me. 1111. It's a 21-day group program. 1111 tonight or 888 before midnight. And we do have payment plans available as well. Thank you for reminding me. Dina says, woohoo, 21-day transformation. I know Dina's going to be there. It's going to be fun. If you want to be in with Dina, and Leanne will be in there. Patrice will be there. Shannon will be there. Rebecca will be there. That's all I can remember off the top of my head. But we're going to be there. I thought you were wearing a fucking do-rag. And I'm like, what is he doing in my peripheral? I didn't even want to look at you. Are those your glasses? Okay, I was like, why aren't they white? So I can't say what it is. My husband got a piece of his, I don't like to tell my costumes until it's time. My husband got a piece of his Halloween costume and he was just putting it on. And from where he was standing, his silhouette, I thought he was wearing a do-rag. And I was like, I can't even look. I'm not even going to look at you right now. The audacity. Dylon. Is it? Did someone else say Dylon? Is it that what it is? Or did I say it wrong? Okay. Nay says I named my inner doubter too. What's that one's name? I want to hear about your inner doubter. Tommy says I'll report back next week with named ego. Yes. Okay. So the homework will be this week was going to be the second part of it. And we did this in the money training as well. But I kind of like broke up. I gave you like a small piece last week and I'll give you a small piece this week. But if you want more in depth, check out my Roland and Doe money manifestation training replay. It's not on my website yet, but it will be on my website this week. And then you can grab that replay if you want to check out the money training that we just did. Valerie, hello. Oh yeah, risque is your ego. I remember that. Monique says ego is by Moesha. I remember that too. Yeah, inner child, Lil Momo. Oh my God, how cute. I love it. Ah. Yeah, the confidence boot camp includes group sessions with me every Friday. So we're doing group coaching sessions on Friday so that we can pump ourselves up for the weekend and get all confident before we go into our celebratory time for ourselves. And then throughout the week, you'll have challenges, mini challenges and prompts to work on your confidence. And of course, I don't want to give too much away about what it is, but the group aspect, the community, the support from each other is a big part of it as well. So 21-day confidence boot camp. We're going to be practicing living as our most confident selves for 21 days straight. See if you got what it takes to form it into a habit. Keep it going afterwards. Mimi, have you ever seen my My Little Pony collection? Because I have all of my My Little Ponies from the 80s and 90s. And I have a couple from these days too, but I still have all my old ones. Okay, Tiffany said I had 2 homeworks. Yeah, you got 2 homeworks last week. Tiffany says, my ego and why surrender is triggering. Ego name was Jackie for fun, but after sitting and meditating, she is Susie. Like an MJ's Blood on the Dance Floor song, Susie Ain't Your Friend. Ooh. Okay, because I have 2 like really favorite Michael songs from that era that like not very many people know, but you as a Michael Jackson fan might. But Who Is It and Give In to Me. Oh my God. I love those 2 songs from that era of MJ. And then you said surrender because it's too close to not having control. And that scares my inner child, which activates a fear response. That's what I get from meditation. So surrender is scary and triggering because it's too close to not having control. So what I would say to your inner child when that fear gets triggered is, because this is what I'm saying to mine, is like, I know it seems scary to do the surrender, but what happens when we do surrender is actually way less scary and way more safe and way more stable than what we're even experiencing now. So like, if you let me do this surrender thing and like, let us move past it, we're going to be even more safe and stable than what you're trying to protect right now. Like basically letting them know that like, don't worry, because where we're going is even better than what you got right now. Like let me have this, let me pass through this, because where we're on the other side of it is like, you wanted safety. Oh, I got you on safety and security. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you're guiding them through it and saying, hey, we're choosing something different. We're going somewhere different now. And where we're going, you're going to fucking love it because it's set up perfectly for you, essentially. Okay, Mimi, you haven't seen my so good at talking. My Little Pony collection. I'll have to put it up one day. I'll have to share it. I collect a lot of like, I have I'm getting distracted from the chat. Oh yeah, I've been collecting toys my whole life. My Little Ponies, Barbies, She-Ra, Hello Kitty, Now I have Funkos, Beanie Babies, all of that shit. I've always just like, I'm like Elmira with fake stuff. Okay. Hazel says my inner child wants to live in water. So what can you do to put yourself in water more often? And it's so funny too, because the next part of our homework is going to be getting with your inner child, naming it, and then finding activities just like this that your inner child loves and thrives and, you know, has been doing and stuff that they loved as a child, and then doing more of that. So like, and that's actually on my list, was getting into water more. So I'm going to look at pools around my area that are open, that I like, hotels that have pools and stuff like that. And like getting out to the beach more. Like, not everybody lives in Southern California. I understand that. But where you can get into water more so that you can nurture that inner child. Sunny, you've been collecting Hello Kitty since you were little. Me too. I love Hello Kitty. Love her. Monique, yeah. Love Michael. Love him. Love him. Love him. Okay. Alberto says, I have to surrender lately, or I have surrendered lately, and I feel so helpless. Don't know if that's okay. I mean, everything's okay. You're fine, or you're okay no matter what. Like, as long, if that's what you're saying, right? Like, you're okay. You're here now. You're typing. You're here. So we know you're okay in this moment. So if you can continue the idea that I'm okay, I'm taken care of, it's all going to be fine. Even if I surrender, even if I feel helpless, I'm not helpless. There is help coming. There is divine guidance coming, or whatever it is, change is coming, whatever it is that you're looking for. In those moments, it's okay. You know, if you're surrendering or you're feeling helpless, it's okay to say that. How do I say this? It's like, but you say it with the knowledge and the notion and the expectation that like, I'm giving the power over to you, other whatever. I feel helpless. I feel like I've exhausted all I can do. I'm going to let my hands off the wheel and let you handle it. But it's the, I know you're going to handle it part that allows it to be handled, if that makes sense. Mesh, hello. Welcome to Monday. Antoinette says, my inner child loved to sew. I stopped sewing after a bad relationship 6 years ago. Time to start again. Yes, time to start now. And we want to see those, whatever they are, whatever you're designing, whatever you're sewing, we need to see them. Put them in the group, share them with the chat. You know what I'm trying to say. Share them with the group, put it in the chat. Shantae said, I have a really good classic toy collection too. Raggedy Ann, Mr. Potato Head, Yo-Yos, Care Bears, My Little Pony, Cabbage Patch Dolls, Troll Dolls. Oh, I have my trolls too. Yes. Trolls. Yeah. I love my fucking trolls. Oh my God. I love toys. They're so fun. Mama says, why is there a fear behind surrendering though, y'all? What is there? No trust, no love, feeling a burden? Let's ask the group. For those who have a hard time surrendering, or feel like they need to surrender and they're avoiding it because it's scary, because we're seeing that a lot in the chat. Why are we afraid? We talked to Tiffany about what it is, a lack of control, loss of control. What else? If that resonates with you, surrendering, please, if you don't mind, share in the chat. What is it about? What is the fear behind the surrendering that makes you not want to give up that control? Mimi says, my inner child loves cartoons and toys. Me too. You know what else? My husband and I, Michelle goes, there's a lot of Spider-Man stuff in my house. That's so funny. My husband and I, we watch like Saturday morning cartoons on YouTube. Like, there'll be people have taped like a whole Saturday morning cartoons from the 80s and 90s, and then they put it on YouTube, and you get all the commercials. After these messages, we'll be right back. Remember that one? Like all those commercials. So we watch those on not every weekend, but some weekends we wake up and we just turn that on and we like watch those cartoons all morning. And I definitely like nurture my inner child and collect my toys and honor my toys. I have a really nice cabinet for them. And the whole vibe now is like, so for our homework, we'll be going in here in a minute, is like not just doing our shit that brings me joy, but like doing it with intention and like doing it because the joy is what's going to bring us everything we want. The struggle, the trying, the fear, the worry, the doubt. That's why we don't have our manifestations. And going back to ease, love, freedom, like Dina was saying earlier, that's what's going to bring them in. So I'll assign homework right now because I'm talking about, and then I'm going to go back to the question we just asked the group. Homework this week is going to be naming your inner child. And so you're going to name your inner child, and then you're going to do more of the joy with it. You're going to do the stuff that they loved to do, and you're going to do them with them, and you're going to embrace the things that don't bring you money and the things that don't bring you status and the things that just make you happy to be alive, that fill that cup, that replenish you. So last week's homework was to find your ego, name them, and then let them know when it's safe for them to come out and when it's not. And then we're going to work on letting them know, hey, this is not the time for us. We're not being chased by a cougar, but when we are, you're the first person we're going to call, and you can chill. And in the meantime of you chilling, I'm going to take us to an even safer, better place than we are right now. That was last week. This week is about finding that was ego, right? This is about the inner child. This is the softer part of you. This is the excited, the free, the untethered, the expansive, the part that believes in you, that believes anything is possible, that part of you. So we're getting with that part, we're naming it, and then you're going to go do stuff with it. You're going to go do the stuff that brings you joy, the kid stuff, the childlike stuff, the stuff you did in your, as a child, like, sorry, I'm having such a good time talking today. Hazel was talking about water. Mimi, we've been talking about cartoons and toys. Somebody was talking about sewing. Antoinette was talking about sewing. Shantae has a bunch of toys too. So we know what brings us that kind of back to our original selves, or that original version of us before the world kind of started like dumping all over us. So that's what I want. That's what our homework is going to be. Locate the child, inner child, give it a name, and then start doing stuff with it, that the stuff it likes to do. Don't bring your inner child along on the hard stuff. Take yourself to the easy, fun stuff, the light stuff. Okay, so now I want to answer the question. We're bouncing around a little bit. We asked earlier, what is it about surrendering that's scary? And here's what some of the people in the chat had to say. Probably just need to trust myself more. Don't feel in control of anything, and giving up more control is hard. Loss of control. That I will get something else entirely instead of what I want. That's a big one for you. So I want you to really look at that belief that I'll get something else entirely instead of what I want. And I know you're not this, but what I'm seeing in my head is a brat throwing a fit, throwing a tantrum. I want that. No, I don't want anything better. No, I don't want it. I don't want anything else. I want that. No, I want that. And I'm not saying that you can't. You know me, I believe it's possible. But the energy, like that's what I got intuitively, is like you're so convinced that it's not going to give you what you want, that it's not giving you what you want. You know what I mean? You're so convinced that if you give up the reins a little bit, if you stop trying so hard, that you're not going to get it, that it's resulting in you not getting it anyways. Mohammed, welcome. Jane says, I'm afraid of romantic rejection and being alone. Somehow trying to control stuff makes that fear easier to digest in my mind. But it's like not though, and it doesn't help your situation. You know, it's funny that we do these things. Royal Rizzo says, my childhood wasn't that memorable, nor was it good. How do I pinpoint what would make my inner child happy? So my question to you, like, what would make you happy now? Like, what sounds fun now? And let's just start there. Like, type in the chat, what sounds fun to you right now? Tiffany says, for me, it takes me back to the time as a kid when everyone around me had the power to determine my fate, including the danger and pain. So I guess the association is negative. Mm-hmm. Black Goddess asks, when do you know to take the right action? Well, first of all, I will give a shout out to my Taking Massive Action program. Replay is available on my website, roxytalks.com/courses. It's under the mini courses section. We taught a whole class about taking action. So if that's something that you want to like dive into and kind of like start to master, I would suggest checking out the Taking Massive Action mini course on my website. But basically, it's about being in alignment. When you're in alignment with what you want, you don't need to know to take the right action. You just take it. It's just automatic. Like you get the impulse to do it and it comes through and you do it and you take it and then you find yourself on the other side of the action and you don't usually realize it was even inspired until later. So I would say for sure that, taking action, knowing when to take action is about being in alignment with what you want. And again, if you want to dive deeper into it, check out my Taking Massive Action mini course on my website, roxytalks.com. Leanne says, actually go around singing, don't care how, give it to me now. I love that. Don't care how, give it to me now. That's funny. Dina says, I confuse surrendering with giving up. So I give up, it comes through, I get excited and it leaves again, rinse and repeat. Yeah, and then you said you have a deeper fear that good things don't stay, your person doesn't stay. Okay, so you said you're working on it, but bleh. Yeah, I know you're working on it. And like, here is the thing with deeper beliefs. You have to nurture them like a lot. And remember earlier in the beginning of this chat, I was talking about like nurturing your money beliefs and like holding your hand through your fears and stuff. I have really found that to change the very deeply rooted beliefs and shit that you're working with, you have to be so aware. I know I always say awareness and discipline. It probably falls on deaf ears after a while, but honestly, like you've got to watch yourself and you need to see yourself going to the thought that says, yeah, they'll probably go away anyways. Man, it doesn't come through the way I want it to. He always goes away anyways. It doesn't ever work out the way I want it to or whatever. And you have to talk yourself out of that belief. You know what? Not anymore though. I'm not going to do that to myself anymore. That's not who I am anymore. I'm no longer going to expect that for myself. I'm going to expect that things are going to work out or whatever. Like you you have to work on it all the time, because that belief about being good things not staying and people don't sticking around for you, it's deep and it's been proven right to you so many times. It's everywhere you look when you look around your house. You know what I mean? Like, it's so obvious to you everywhere that you have to do a lot of work, a lot of conscious, in my opinion, work to stay away from going down the road of what it means when you look around your 3D right now and see what you see. It's like 360 method. That's what I've been doing today. I know, and that's what it is. That's 360. It's like always, always, always. It doesn't matter how long it's been. It hasn't been long enough. Brendan says, I took big action by going on a 3-week trip last month, and it was amazing. So now I'm trying to maintain my beliefs that it didn't hurt me financially. Tried so hard not to go to butt town. Yeah. And like, you have to be super on top of it. Like, I'm going through one, like right now I'm working on like manifesting. I'm changing my ideas about like what I can and can't eat and what it's going to do to my body. So like, my new belief that I've been working on since this weekend is like, I'll tell you guys a couple. I can eat more than one meal and I'll still lose weight. I can eat, or, no matter what I eat, I still see the scale go down or whatever. So like, even if I'm not even going to finish the sentence, because the scale always goes down no matter what. And when I get to the point where I'm ready for that to stop, I'm going to change my affirmation to where, the scale stays the same no matter what I eat, right? But I'm really, 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 really working hard to change this idea that I've had about how my body processes food and holds on to it, my whole life. So, as you can imagine, I think about my body a lot because I'm in it. There's mirrors all over the place. I have to eat, I'm hungry several times a day or whatever. So the idea of my body and what I think about it and how it works comes up quite a few times in the day. And every time I have to choose the new belief now because I don't want to think those things about my body anymore. I want a different outcome. Brendan says, I was literally thinking similar affirmations while eating tonight. Yep, exactly. So when I step on the scale, I'm seeing it go down. I'm seeing the number I want to see. When I'm eating, I can have this and still see the number go down. I can eat this and still have the body that I want. I'm getting excited about working out and I'm saying that I'm excited about working out. I'm using affirmations to say that I enjoy my workout and I am enjoying my workout. And I only started at 1 a week. So I'm at 1 a week and I've been wanting to work 2 in a week. So, and I always used to say before that I was not a fan of working out, but I don't think that anymore because I am enjoying my workouts. So I think what we're really missing overall is intention and attention to detail. Most of us are so on autopilot all day long that we're not leaving space for the new beliefs and realities to like flourish and to we're not watering those plants. We're still watering our old plants. So you've got to stay very, very aware during the day and see what you're doing, because if you're doing the old thing, you're not manifesting the new stuff. Dina says, I think I'm getting better at expecting it to go a better way for me, but when it doesn't go my way, it's like, bitch, I told you. So you're getting there. You're getting there. But definitely the bitch I told you has got to go. It needs to just like, how about this? Some days when I get on the scale, those affirmations I just said about it always going down, I'm proven right in my 3D reality. Sometimes I'm not going to finish the sentence, but the story doesn't change. I can eat this and it'll still go down. I can have this blah, 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 and it'll still go down. You know what I mean? Like and then whatever I see with my eyes, it went down. It's exactly what I thought it was. I picked the number and that's the number I identify with. You know what I mean? And like, So you need to be aware and disciplined on the front end of your manifestations and the back end of your manifestations. And that we talk about that in Taking Massive Action as well. About how you need to not only support yourself leading up to the manifestation, but then after the manifestation, you need the support just as much because you have to sustain it. Patrice, you're so funny. Twerk festing video, yeah. Okay, so Mama says, I think I have to work harder on not reacting to the 3D. Yep. I don't even know what you're doing, and I can tell you the answer is yeah, for sure. Because listen, listen, and this is Pass the Test too, which is another one. If you want to grab that on my website, they're all in the mini course section under the courses page. If you don't control your reaction to the 3D, why are you bothering to manifest? Why are you fucking sitting here? Why are you wasting your time every Monday being in this chat if you're not going to do the thing that actually allows the manifestation to come through and stay? You have to do the back end work too. You can't just build half a building and expect it to be fucking good to go. Like the second half needs to be done also. You know what I mean? So like, if you're manifesting a reality you want, you know you're ahead of the 3D. You know your thoughts are ahead of the curve. Of course, the 3D hasn't caught up yet. If you react to the 3D, you have now just manifested a future that looks like the 3D. There's no way around it. If you want to manifest a future that looks different than the 3D that you have right now, you have to react differently than you would in this 3D. There's no other way around it. It's a mirror. You know how mirrors work. They don't pull any fucking punches. They're not going to hide the dimple on your ass, okay? No matter how bad you want to ignore it, it's there. So if you want to change what you see in the mirror, you must change what you put in front of the mirror. Dina says, I'm thankfully getting much better. I'm triggered way less than I used to be. I know you're I know you're getting better too. I can definitely see it, and I'm proud of you, and we're here for you, and it's going to happen. It will eventually, all these things will get to the tipping point, and it will become the practice you need it to be. Mama says, well, I'm reacting to asshole behavior. And you want to, all right, I'll react. I'm reacting to asshole behavior. Yeah, asshole behavior that you manifested. Do you want something different? Anna says, I love the dimples on my ass. Like, it's not anybody's fault that you have an asshole in your life except yours, okay? With love. You manifested the asshole. And so if you're going to sit around and react to it, enjoy your asshole because it's not going anywhere. And you said, I'm here because it resets me and gives me that push and info to keep going and doing what has to be done. Well, guess what the info is today? The info is today, you've got to work on the reactions in the 3D because the reactions in the 3D prove whether or not the stuff that you're working on manifesting is actually true. Like that's your test. That's why I made Pass the Test, because when it comes up, this is the option. You set out your manifestation. It either looks the way you want it to or it doesn't. There's only two options. It's not hard. No matter what it looks like, you react as if it looks the way you wanted it to. That's the most simple way to say it. Tara, welcome. Oh no, Tana, I'm so sorry. I don't have my glasses on. I apologize. Tana, welcome. Thank you. Glad you were able to make it to a live. And congratulations, you changed your life. You did that. So congrats. I hope you give yourself some credit and some celebration. Mom, you wanted me to yell at you today, huh? Yeah. So you said what you don't know how to stop in the moments. So, okay. First off, 360 method. Watch my videos about 360 method again. We're in the process of running 360 method right now. But we'll have a wait list set up soon. If you're in Synergy, you can just join. You can just hop in right now, and we can bring people onto 360 as well right now if they wanted to. But it takes practice. It takes awareness and discipline. Like, I don't say that stuff just because it's fucking a cute tagline. You have to be paying attention, and you've got to make yourself stop. So it's a constant practice. It never stops, and you start one thought at a time. One thought at a time, you watch. You watch your thoughts. You watch your thoughts. If it needs to be redirected, you redirect it. You go on about your life, and as your 3D reality is unfolding, you remind yourself, I'm still in control. It's all working out in my favor. Even if it looks crazy, it's still working out the way I want it to. And you're staying conscious throughout your day. And so that's what, thank you, Leanne. Just linked the 360 method video here on YouTube. It's about consciousness, in my opinion. There are all kinds of ways to do it. There are many ways to brush a cat, as we like to say. So many ways to feed and groom a cat. But the way that I do it personally, and maybe it is because I've been dealing with undiagnosed ADHD my whole life, I watch my motherfucking thoughts, and I do not let them control me. I control them. And my thoughts are also reactions, right? Because it's the thought I have in reaction to something that occurs in my 3D reality. I choose what I think about it, how I react to it. If I do react in a way that I don't like, then I'm on top of changing it. As soon as I have the awareness, when I snap back into reality, then I'm on top of the story again, and I'm redirecting the stream from that moment forward. I don't just give up because I reacted. I guess, see, there's assholes in my life. I guess there's nothing I can do about it. Mama says, Roxy, I need you to pop out in my house and be like, no, what happened is he said you're amazing and he loves you and he's thankful for you. Now shut up and walk away. You got to do that for yourself. I do that for myself. You got to do that for you. You have to do that for you. And you do it by making it a practice and a habit and doing it over and over and over and over and over again. And pretty soon it just becomes the way that you are. Linnea, you're not late. You're perfectly on time. Oh yeah, Leanne linked the sign up for 360. If anybody is interested in joining 360, we're on module 5 right now. But we still have group coaching left, and you can still obviously you'll have access to the other modules. And you can always, start now and kind of just like go at your own pace. And then just join in the coaching sessions. But we will be running it back again in January if you want us to start up with the next round. But it's probably going to be different. It might be self-study when we do it in January. So Dina says, I think it's important for us to all celebrate our small wins on a daily basis. Those add up and bring confidence. Yes, totally. Valerie says, when I'm very scared and literally in the circumstance, I listen to hard pro athlete motivation videos so the fear doesn't take over. That's awesome. Yeah, listening to motivational videos in the moment is really helpful. That helped me as well. Nay says, I'm dreaming of a synergy Christmas. Yes. We got fun stuff planned for December as well, of course, obviously. So yeah, so if you're interested in joining Synergy, you get all of my group programs and master trainings as part of your membership. Plus you get access to all of my evergreen courses, workshops, and stuff that's on my website now. So you basically get all of my courses and workshops, plus a private community with your peers. Yeah, and so if you were in Synergy, you could jump on 360 today. Well, our next coaching session is on Thursday, and you would get the 21-day Fearless and Confident Bootcamp as well. The specific person Q&A happening tomorrow, and then the November master training, which is going to be about rewriting your specific person. So that would all be included. Danny says, we're human. Sometimes we react, just need to flip the story back around when it happens. Exactly. Yeah. So it's like, I'm not saying don't react. I'm saying control what you do. And if you do react, control what you do from that moment forward, from the moment you realize that you reacted in a non-preferable way, react new. Choose a new one at that moment. Anna says, Synergy is my Christmas gift to myself. Yes. That's so awesome. And if anybody's interested in giving Roxy Talk stuff as a gift, we will have gift cards available. And if you're interested in getting Roxy Talk stuff as a gift, people can buy you gift cards as well. You can ask for a Roxy Talks gift card for your holiday season. Tiffany says, OMG, the celebrating the small wins. I'm getting better at this. I got to do better. Those damn expectations. Definitely doing better. Being proud of the small victories too. Those damn expectations. Those need to be managed. Those are thoughts that can be flipped. So make sure that you're flipping those expectations and expecting something to go better in your favor. So I'm going to give you a 10-minute warning to grab if you want to get on my specific person and love channeling Q&A tomorrow. There's a 25% off code if you use the word love. Right now, it's going to be gone in 10 minutes. Here's your warning. I'm going to jump off right now. We'll let the code go for 10 more minutes in case anyone's just catching up. And that's happening tomorrow. And then we have our 21-day Fearless and Confident Bootcamp starts November 1st. And there's still time to sign up. The price of that is going up to $11.11 tonight at midnight PST, and it is $888 right now. And we have pay in full options as well as payment plan options. Kill a Pop-Tart. I am still live, but I'm literally about to go off right now. Tommy, what is the new money book I was reading? Rich Bitch by Nicole Lepin. No, it was Get Rich Lucky Bitch by sorry, I'm on a different book now, so I can't remember her name, but it's called Get Rich Lucky Bitch. That was the other money book. Marilyn, am I still doing the custom specific person MP3s? I am not doing those anymore. But I am hosting a channeling and specific person Q&A session tomorrow where I will be answering very custom tailored questions regarding specific person using tarot, astrology, numerology, plus my intuitive channel and my advice as a manifestation coach to give you whatever you need to help, steer you in the direction that you want to go with your specific person manifestation. So that is happening tomorrow. If you want to join that, it's going to be a super fun session. I'm really excited. Oh, you found the book. Okay, good. You found it. Okay. Killer Pop Tart says, love you, Chillerexes. Have a rewarding week. Yes. There's Chillosaurus Rex stuff coming soon, but I kind of dropped the ball on something for a minute. It was my fault, but it's okay because I'm having grace for myself for those things. Marilyn, what time tomorrow? It's at 4 p.m. PST. Oh, and Marilyn, also, we have a coupon going on. It's only going to be live for like the next 10 minutes. The coupon is only going to be valid. It's only valid during the live stream, but it's 25% off using the code LOVE. So if you want to jump on that, that'll be good for like another 10 minutes or so. Brendan, we're glad you're back. We've been having a lot of people coming back lately, so it's been nice to have the fam coming back. So we're glad you're here. Did you join the group yet? Community.roxytalks.com. That's our new free group where everyone can kind of connect and join, and you don't have to be on social media to get there. Paria, do I have any videos in regards to exam scores or anything school related? I don't, but I have videos about manifesting success and stuff like that, and it's still the same concept. And choosing your reality. My 360 method videos will help you as well. Because anything that you want to manifest is all kind of the same. It's just like where you direct your attention and what you use your words to describe. So Leanna's put a couple things in the chat. She put the love and specific person link where the code's already entered for you. So actually, if you put the right, she said, here's the love and specific person discounted link. If you click that link, the code's already entered. So you actually don't even need to enter the code for that specific one. Or if you head to my website, roxytalks.com/live programs and click for the SP and Love workshop and then click, use the code LOVE, then you'll get 25% off. And it's going to be valid for 10 minutes after the live ends. We'll say that. And then she also put a link to the free community so you can join and keep the conversation going. Find your manifestation fam. Tiffany says, thank you, Roxy. Thank you, fabulous moderators. Thank you, everyone who showed up. You are amazing and magical. I'm starting Atomic Habits tonight. Ooh, yeah. Okay, I'm on that one too. So let me know how you like it. And that was a Leanne suggestion. So thank you, Leanne, for suggesting that book for us. That's what we're reading. If you're interested in being in our unofficial book club, we're reading Atomic Habits by James Clear right now. And Tiffany also says, have a great week and get your love Q&A tomorrow. Yes. Tomorrow's going to be fun. Who the fuck is this? Who is that? Is it Beethoven? Is it Mozart? I'm just kidding, guys. But that just played in my head for some reason. Okay. All right. It's time to get off because it's lettuce wrap day. It's lettuce wrap day and I can't wait. We got the good lettuce. We got the butter lettuce today. Anna says, I'm so excited for tomorrow. Yay, Anna. Me too. I can't wait. Tomorrow's going to be super fun. It's our first time doing a channeling session. So, I mean, outside of Mindset. So it'll be like Mindset Monday, but like way more robust because we'll have video coaching, we'll have tarot, we'll have astrology, numerology, and it will just be about specific person in love. So that's going to be the whole vibe of the group, of everyone there. We're all going to be working on our love stuff and our worth. So it's going to be a really good group to be in. So that's happening tomorrow. roxytalks.com/live programs. Use the code LOVE for 25% off for the next few moments. La da di da, that's you. That's you transmitted that song to me. That's so funny. Because I've had a different song. I've had like a different classical song in my head for days. And then that one just came through out of nowhere. That's so funny. The channel is open. Tomorrow's going to be crazy. I've actually never opened my channel as much as I'm going to be opening it tomorrow. 4 p.m. PST is when that happens. And yeah, so I'm excited because earlier this month we did tarot and tea with the Synergy members, and that was like just a little fraction of what we're doing, and we had a lot of fun. So tomorrow's gonna be good. 4 p.m. PST, the love and specific person channeling and Q&A session. Get answers about your love life from your guides, from God, universe, whoever's out there for you. And we'll be using, again, tarot, numerology, astrology, plus my own intuition, my own intuitive channel, and my expertise as a manifestation coach to give you the best advice and guidance that I can regarding your love and relationship situation. Danny says, remember ADHD is the new cool. It is. And ADHD is, if I'm pretty sure I have it. I'm like 99% sure. I'll find out on November 3rd. But it's what makes me so good at what I do. So fuck yeah. You said I was ADHD before ADHD was in. Is it in? Oh my gosh. I didn't know that. Is that why I'm seeing so much like stuff about it all over the place? Anyways, okay. Yeah. The link is coming in. Leanne, link the link one more time. If you want to grab the specific person and love channeling session for 25% off, use code LOVE. And if you're ready for something more intensive, 21-day Fearless and Confident Bootcamp happens November 1st. That's when we start. And it involves coaching with me. So if you want to talk to me about your personal situation, those are just some ways that you can do it. What I just mentioned. And all this stuff is more info at roxytalks.com. I love and appreciate you all. You're all amazing. Thank you so much for showing up here for yourselves. This is you thanking you. Thank you for showing up today. Thank you for putting yourself first. And the more you do this, the more you're on top of your thoughts and your reactions to the 3D, which we know we talked about today, how important that is. You will manifest whatever the hell it is that you want, okay? Manage your beliefs. I'll say that one more time. Manage your beliefs. And I'll add some more. And your expectations. Manage your beliefs and your expectations, okay? And then pay attention to how you react to the 3D when you notice it's not working. When you have fears, worries, doubts that come through that say it's not happening, when you look around the 3D that tells you it's not happening, pay attention to how you react, steer the ship, and do the other thing I just said a few minutes ago about, manage your beliefs and your expectations, okay? I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're all raising our vibrations together. You have the power. I believe in you. See you next week. Oh, and come live chat with me during my video releases because we're doing videos again and we do live chats like 3 days a week, 11